Good morning. It's a Saturday morning, kind of early out here. Just a few days into a new decade, 2020. How's your decade starting? Mine. Almost, mine's almost as if I've created an awesome movie. Things are happening in my life right now in ways that I didn't even think were possible. Yesterday I had a conversation with a couple people, and the conversation lended itself to a place where it got to comfort zone and how people find themselves, whether it's good for them or they just feel stagnant, they're just like locked into just life doesn't seem to allow them to break free from where they're at. And it brought the words up comfort zone to me. That's what I kept hearing is that, and I'm going to speak on this today because I have been a person who has found himself very easily adapting a position in a comfort zone that wasn't good for me. And the comfort zone, how I describe the comfort zone, is a time that you might be, or just a way you are creating habits that are keeping you locked in, and yet we want to look outside of ourselves, saying that it's because of outside elements that I can't break free from this, when in essence it's us, it's you, it's me. Of course, I being the example here, I'm going to say me. I was the one that was blocking things from happening to me. And a lot of times it's by choices, it's by how we think, it's by what we say that keeps us locked into this comfort zone. Even if it's not serving us any good, we find ourselves in this place where it's like, I don't like where I'm at, but I don't know if I want to make the effort to change, to break myself from here. And then we start looking for excuses. Well, if this would happen, I would definitely change. If the weather was nicer, I would want to go and work out. It's so cold, I don't want to do anything. I'll just sit back. And then you start seeing things change, and then it's hard to go. Now all of a sudden it's been 2 or 3 weeks now to get up and do something physical. Now my body's saying, no, no, no. You remember the pain, don't you? The hurts, and you got to start all over again. Comfort zones. We can easily change the direction in which we're going by changing habits, for better or for worse. So think about that for a minute. Here you are, the beginning of a new decade. What are you going to do? Are you willing to make the changes? Are you willing to break from habits? Are you willing to get out of this comfort zone that you're in to make these things possible for this new decade coming ahead of you, where you know there's something happening, something is in store for you, which it is for everyone, not anyone in particular. But you have to make effort. You have to do things in order for God in the universe to manifest these things for you. You can't just sit there and wait for the doorbell to ring and all of a sudden opportunity shows up. You have to do the work. Yes, maybe you don't have a plan as to what it is. Maybe you don't actually have a visual as how you see it. But you have to start breaking yourself out of this comfort zone. You're going to have to start changing some of the habits. Are the habits in the words that you speak? Are you speaking negativity to your own self? How often do you hear yourself, I can't? I would if. I might if these things were happening around me. Get out of your comfort zone. You know, more often than not, we as humans will sit and justify where we are and blame our surroundings. We will blame our upbringing. We will blame how people have done us. You know, and you can do that. But you're going to find yourself in this place where it's going to be, you're going to spend most of your time unhappy. I use myself as an example a lot because it's easier for me because I know my story. You know, I know, and I'm around a lot of people who've gone through the fire of life where they've had life situations thrown at them and they've overcome. I've had an incident that happened and I had a choice, as we all have choices in our life. I had a choice. I lost a limb and I could have just sat down because that altered my whole life. It altered my plans in life. It changed everything. What I thought where I was going, everything changed. I could have just said, okay, life, I'm going to sit down now and just whatever happens, happens. I'm going to sit in a wheelchair and just be pushed. But I knew I couldn't get complacent. I knew I couldn't find a comfort zone to that. I knew I had to keep pushing forward. I knew I had to figure it out. And that's the thing. Yes, that's the thing. You have to keep yourself from getting in a comfort zone to where it's like, okay, this is just the way it is. Things are happening in your life right now. But most of the positive things that are happening are because you're making them happen. You're making the changes that's going to put you forward, that's going to make things, opportunities come around the corner for you. Do you want love? Yeah, you do. As we all do. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to get on these computer sites seeking out people? Why don't you do the first thing first? Start working on you. Change your vibration. Change your energy. Okay, how do you do that? Start forgiving yourself. Stop judging yourself. Start loving yourself. Let go of the things that you're holding on to. Let go of the negativity that you seem to fall back onto. The thing that I have found is that when we sit in a negative mindset, we send out a vibration, and that's what we will attract is negative. You want positive coming towards you? By that I mean somebody that you seek that is at your same vibration, then you have to generate that vibration. You have to be that. So in order for you to be loved, you have to love yourself. It's time to get out of that comfort zone. Start loving yourself. Start letting go of the negativity. Start creating a visualization in your mind as to how you want to see your life. I mentioned yesterday about letting go of things. My phone just told me I'm at capacity as far as my storage. How often are we at capacity with things that we have stored in our hearts? Things that people have said, done to us, and we hold on to them. They've gone on, long forgotten, the things that they might have done and said to us. But we hold on to those things. And these are part of the things that are keeping us from where we're supposed to go. It's time to let go. It's time to create positive storage. Create, let go. It's time to dump the stuff that you have on your heart. It's time to let go. It's time to cut these cords. If you want to have an awesome 2020 century or a decade, it's time to make room in your soul. It's time to let go. If you want something different in your life, you have to do different things. You, not somebody else. For you. What are you going to do? It's time to get out of your comfort zone. It's time to break free. Yes, the universe and God they have your back. They will, it's your possibilities. Yes, I know you put that down. Your possibilities are endless. What do you want to do? You have to create some storage. You have to create an opening in your heart, in your soul for what's coming. So start letting go. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop blaming. Start seeing the positive. Yeah, it's going to take practice. For a lot, it's going to take a lot of practice. We create habits in the words that we say. The words that we say create the narrative of our storyline. Yeah, it's time to surrender. This is a great opportunity, the beginning of a decade. This is a great opportunity for a refreshing. This is the opportunity for you to get out of this comfort zone that you're in. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're sitting there right now going, yeah, but stop. It's time. Today, be in the present right now. Break free. Start seeing. Start believing. It's up to you. No one else is going to change it for you. Yes, you're awesome. This is an opportunity for you to make the changes that you need to make in your life to get to where you want to be. It's up to you. So if any of this resonates with you, you can find me. I'm here on Instagram. I just posted this. I'm going to post this in a minute on Instagram. Then I'm going to go to YouTube and download it on there on my channel. Power of Love Heals. Instagram, YouTube. Like, subscribe. Hit the reminder bell. Facebook, Nicholas Gallardo. Got a Twin Flame Journey site page there also. Be well. Be love. Always. And until next time, stay awesome.